In many ways, Richard Scudamore and Susanna Dinnage could not have taken more different paths to the top job at the Premier League. While he cut his teeth at the now almost defunct Yellow Pages before entering newspapers and doing a brief stint at the Football League, she is the digital disruptor and global president of Animal Planet with a C. Packed with broadcast experience. He was going for a position only ever previously held by men. She knew the role would catapult her into a role as the most powerful woman in football, perhaps even British sport. However different, both were able to show they had the required skills to make the Premier League the most successful league in the world. Chelsea chairman Bruce Buck called Dinnage the outstanding choice among the stellar list of candidates, which included other top TV executives. Nevertheless, Scudamore, a lifelong Bristol City fan and married father of 5, will leave big shoes to fill when he steps down next month. Back in 1999, when he took over, the turnover of the league was £160 million. This year it will be more than £450 million. The value of TV rights has also exploded thanks to the 59-year-old, who has masterminded negotiations with global broadcasters, including streaming service Amazon Prime this year. From generating £212 million a year in annual TV income when he took over, the league's most recent domestic revenues are estimated at £4. 65 billion. The pressure is on his successor to maintain the Premier League's position as one of Britain's richest exports and the most popular league in the world. Enter Dinnage, a 51-year-old Fulham season ticket holder who is no stranger to brokering multi-million-pound broadcasting deals. Through 2 decades of experience in television, which has seen her work at MTV and Channel 5 before moving to Discovery, she has adopted the mantra, "You have to be bold, your ideas have to be bigger and you have to be first." During her time at Discovery, Eurosport were linked with a bid for Premier League broadcast rights. She was also involved in the groundbreaking deal with the All England Club and the BBC to show Wimbledon on Eurosport and Eurosport's successful bid for the European rights for the Olympics between 2018 and 2024. While Scudamore broke new ground when Amazon Prime bought one bundle of Premier League rights for 2019 to 2022, Dinnage looks well placed to maximize the opportunity to attract Silicon Valley giants in the next rights cycle. And with her experience with female-centric TLC channel and promoting children's content on Animal Planet, she may also help the Premier League reach new audiences. Yet she has come to blows with Sky in the past, including taking a swipe at their willingness to lose some services in their quest to show more and more football. Last year, she said on the matter, "Pay television needs to be about more than just films and football. The consumer can't be expected to fund all of Sky's investments and get less and less choice in return." While Scudamore is hoping that he will have more time to watch Bristol City when he leaves the post next month, Dinnage may find she has less time to visit Craven Cottage. Yet she appears confident in her ability to keep a work-life balance. Asked once for her top tip, she said, "Write a list at the end of your working day of everything you have got to do tomorrow. That way you can kind of leave it at work and pick it up the next day." Aside from being a Fulham fan, it is not known whether Dinnage has any links to football. Yet footballing credentials are clearly not high on the agenda for the chief executive role. Although Scudamore had spent 2 years as chief executive of the Football League before being poached for the job, he had not played professionally or been involved in club management before taking over. Despite that, he wielded immense power over billionaire owners and global broadcasters and will forever be remembered as the man who changed English football. His 19-year tenure was far from plain sailing, however. In 2014, he faced calls to resign over accusations of sexism, after a temporary personal assistant leaked emails between him and a lawyer friend in which he made derogatory comments about women. There was also his radical, aborted, proposal in 2008 to introduce a 39th game to the calendar. He has been accused of not doing enough for the wider game and has upset fans with the influence that broadcasters have over scheduling. Dinnage is likely to face similarly intense scrutiny. One of the hardest challenges she faces will be keeping the Premier League together amid threats of a breakaway by the Big Six. When asked in an interview a few years ago what her dream job was, she replied, "Zoologist. Perhaps the demands of this new position won't be all that different." Who is Susanna Dinnage and what has she walked into? MTV, Music Television, worked on Audience Insight and the launch of new channels. Channel 5, Schedules and Planning Director. Worked on Channel's launch in 1997 and its digital extensions. Discovery, Global President of the Animal Planet Network, formerly Managing Director and General Manager. Susanna Dinnage has become the most powerful woman in football, and with that comes the need to placate the wealthy as well as promoting the brand worldwide. Richard Scudamore balanced the two by continually striking preposterously large television deals, so the regular blow of being an inconvenience for clubs was softened. The topic of grassroots funding is a hot one with politicians at the moment, and Dinnage will need to take a hold of that. A funding scheme struck in 2005 by Scudamore and former Sports Minister Richard Caborn, exactly how much should filter down from the elite, has expired. A renegotiation should be on the agenda. The looming idea of a breakaway European Super League will not budge either, with Manchester United, Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool all named as having allegedly held secret talks. A firm grip on that is required, which could come with the increased revenue swirling around from 2019, the league having raised £8. £3 million from next year until 2022. So the money continues to rise? Yes, but Dinnage is no friend of Sky. The former Discovery Network executive drove a hard bargain for Sky to carry their channels last year and went on the attack. "We believe Sky is using what we consider to be its dominant market position to further its own commercial interest over those of viewers and independent broadcasters," Dinnage said. "The vitality of independent broadcasters like Discovery and plurality in TV is under threat,"